The people that I saw it with, we all concurred. We could have used like 15 more minutes of you.
Well, thank you. I will be sending a check in the mail and providing you with Andrew Nichols' phone number.
So it was the actual role, though.
Yeah, it's so rare that it was almost like a character at the beginning of a Dickens novel who sort of sets the protagonist in motion and introduces a lot of the themes that you're going to see later on. And it's so rare, especially in a film, that you find a character that's not on screen for the longest time but has a really impactful moment all kind of compacted into one big scene that resonates throughout the rest of the film. And so much of what he had to say and who he was affected me. And the fact that here's somebody who has everything, all the money in the world, all the time in the world, but isn't happy and knows that the way things are set up in this sort of classist society that is set up is unfair and unjust. He just doesn't know really how to affect change. So he more or less goes on this suicide mission to the ghetto, to where it's martial law, every man for himself, and flashes his money around, just waiting for somebody to come and take his time and kill him, essentially. And then he meets Justin's character and sort of gets a new lease on life. And somebody who had been given everything their whole lives, ultimately the last decision he makes is one that's actually very unselfish. And I like that.
Now, working with Justin, he was saying, he was a little nervous because this is a totally different kind of movie for him.
Yeah.
On set, did you sense his nerves? Was he ever...
No, I was blown away by Justin's professionalism and his dedication to the character and the film and the craft of acting. I'd heard great things about him, but I really didn't know what to expect. I'd never met him before, so he was so collaborative from the get-go and into it, and we kind of stayed close to the characters in between takes and sort of just, gave it our all for the amount of time we had. And, I think Justin is really kind of the Frank Sinatra of our generation. I think he's got incredible talent musically. He's a great actor who's choosing really interesting parts for himself, and he's got the style, he's got the whole thing going on. So I never sensed any fear. I actually, my fears were relieved when we started working together. Not that I was afraid of what was going to happen, but he's so confident that it sort of rubbed off on me, I guess.